thank you, Edwin, and I'm going to read the last question to you all. So the recent Bill C-10 included a provision to allow a minister to withdraw film tax credits or to withdraw an organization's charitable status should the content of the film or the activity of the charity be contrary to public policy. Public policy was not defined in the proposed act. So the question to you is, does your party believe that the government has a duty to protect Canadians beyond those limitations that already exist in the law? If so, does your party have a plan on how those protections would be defined, monitored, and shielded from political abuse? So we'll start with Larry.
Just to follow Ken's suggestion to be polite, I'll be politely say that Darryl, you didn't increase funding 8%. And if someone asks me the question, I'll explain the actual figures. Stefan's made it quite clear that we're not going to stop at just increasing funding. We will protect artistic freedom. One email to me outlined many of Canada's best loved authors, Joseph Skavorky, Michael Onadachi, Jan Wong, emigrated to Canada to escape the regressive approaches to our cultural policy like those that the Canadian government has just recently announced. And the government saying it can censor films and give tax credits not only suppresses artistic freedom, but can also jeopardize the bank funding for those films so that they couldn't exist at all. So there's a couple things we could do to protect those industries. The law right now is, as you know, it gives too much license to the minister. The minister shouldn't be able to just retract tax credits because, as Ken said, she doesn't or he doesn't like what's in the films. So we have to remove that power of the minister to refuse tax credits based on just a vague public policy or or for her just or him just to make guidelines anytime. And we should give the producers an efficient judicial appeal mechanism if the minister blocks delays in funding. You know, the PM talked about not resonating with ordinary working people or complaining elites or it's a niche, this is a niche issue, the arts. You know, arts is much more than that. Of course, I outlined the huge impact in the economy. It's thousands of Yukoners attending art galleries, classical concert series, choirs, music, festivals, pipe bands, and classes in painting, pottery, music, and dance. It is the cultural and heritage of our spectacular, unique First Nation art. It is expressing in pictures or poetry, or pottery or theater or dance, that which we can't really easily express in ordinary words. It is sundog carving, making lives for people who may not otherwise have them. It is kayak and decas, keeping a community vibrant when other sectors' employments decrease. It is thousands of Yukon children in music, art, and drama. And it's the relief of our tension of difficult lives, to let our hair down, our emotions free flowing, and our bodies and our hearts sing. It is expanding the horizons of our mind to what can be dreamed possible for a better world. And is giving us all the joy of viewing through a window the unimaginable beauty of the soul of Yukoners through their art. Thank you.
Thanks. I believe in our government recognizes the important roles that art and culture play across our country. I'm not going to speculate on upcoming legislation. However, I am listening very carefully to what the constituents of this riding have to say on this issue and will bring those concerns to Ottawa when I'm elected as MP. Bill C-10 is about ensuring public trust in how our tax dollars are spent. This bill is about ensuring that taxpayers' money is not used to finance material that is pornographic, excessively violent, or denigrating to identifiable groups. These guidelines were already used by the government. This is to make it official. It is not in any way to interfere with the creation of a vibrant Canadian content. The movies we go to see at the theaters and at the film festivals will continue to be eligible for tax credits under these guidelines. This is only to guarantee that our tax dollars are not used to finance child pornography, for example, or films glorifying serial killers such as Paul Bernard or Carla Homolka. And by the way, the Liberals, under Mr. Dion, supported the passage of Bill C-10 in the House of Commons on October 29th, 2007.